guys, welcome to another episode of Bikini Nation. I hope you're all safe and well and enjoying your weekends wherever you are in the world. Now this weekend in the IFBB bikini scene was nothing short of amazing, with another spectacular display of what these athletes have to offer. The Girl Power Bikini Pro Show was on and it represented exactly that. Girl power, strong, determined, ambitious and beautiful women who showcase exactly what they have to offer on stage. And what I love more is that a lot of these competitors have interesting journeys that they readily share with all their fans online. Now this show had a couple of competitors who went in with really good odds and placing in that top 5. We had some relatively new pros that are already making their mark in the bikini division, competitors who went out to prove a point, and some others who are just starting to get their feet wet in the sport. What a lineup and what a show. This year has show after show of really deep and competitive lineups, and let me tell you, I am loving it. Now let's get into the good stuff and dive straight into that top 6 and how they presented at the Girl Power Bikini Show. Ashlyn Little came out in that top position winning the show. Yes, that's right, she won again, meaning this is her 3rd pro show win in a row this year, following her victories at the Clash and Charlotte Pro. It really seems like she has found a good rhythm and has hit her stride recently and is really showing up on stage. I think what is helping Ashlyn stand out amongst a lineup of competitors is the fact that since the Clash, she's been able to nail that perfect level of conditioning the judges are searching for in bikini. I mean, she's conditioned but not too hard or peeled, where you can't see deep separation or striations in her muscles. Her perfect conditioning, coupled with her balance and confident, polished stage routine, is what makes for a real wow factor that you just cannot say no to. The way Ashlyn has been performing, it makes me wonder, is she in contention to make that top 5 at Olympia this year? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. In second, we have Jessica Dolias. Now, I've said it before, but I'm a big fan of Jessica's physique and her natural hourglass shape, which is even more emphasized by her well-placed muscle development. Looking at stage photos, I honestly thought it was a tough battle between Jessica and Ashlyn for that top spot, and there was only a tiny margin in it. Jessica probably came in slightly harder than Ashlyn, but for me really stood out on stage, and I can absolutely see why she landed in that 2nd position. Now that she's competed at a couple of shows already this year and seems to be showing up with improvements show after show, I'm excited to see what show she'll target next, because I know for a fact that she'll want to take out a pro show win and qualify for the Olympia. On to 3rd is someone who has absolutely dominated since turning pro just last year, being Lawna Dunbar. Let's remember that at her pro debut, she got in those first call-outs, and since this time, she has consistently been in that top 5 or even 3, which is absolutely amazing considering how deep these lineups have been, and shows how far she can really go in this sport. Her and her coach, Paul Rivalia, have been nailing it show after show, and at Girl Power it was no exception. She's got the muscle, she's got the balance, and the conditioning is there. She even has a bit of a different flair to her posing routine, which I like to see as it helps her to stand out in the crowd. Top 3 placing after top 3 placing, does Lawna have what it takes to win a show this year and go to Olympia in her first year as a pro? In my opinion, yes, absolutely yes. And to make things even better, she's such a lovely and genuine person. Bring on the rest of 2022. Marcia Goncalves came in 4th, and guys, if you don't remember, Marcia was an Arnold and Olympian competitor in the past, and I was really impressed with what she had to offer. I liked how her delts popped, and she was definitely one of the more well-developed competitors up on the stage, especially in that upper body. She also came in with what looked like a pretty perfect conditioning. What amazing physique. It'll be great to see Marcia do more shows. I'd love to hear her feedback from the judges. In 5th, we saw Swann, who came in firing out of all cylinders, looking phenomenal. Sierra opted for a green suit, which I think worked for her, and to be honest, we don't see all too often anymore, except when we recently saw Ashley Kay bring back her signature bikini suit colour at her last show. Besides that, I think she has a really nice shape and flow to her physique with a killer back pose. Cassandra DELAROSA rounds out the top 6. She's coached by Team Panine, who we all know creates great athletes and gets consistently great placings at shows. She has another amazing physique with a beautiful silhouette in that front pose. Let's face it, this lineup with over 25 competitors, that is pretty fantastic placing. What an incredible top 6. Now that we have run through the top 6 placings, I also wanted to touch on a new competitor who has had a lot of hype around her for her pro debut, Kerigan Pike. Kerigan has gained a lot of fans for her really engaging and authentic content she creates on Instagram and YouTube. And this was even before she turned pro. Before her first show, she has been grinding hard away at the gym, making gains to her physique. And look, she's pretty transparent. She's even very open about her use of PEDs and not being a natural athlete, which I have a great deal of respect for, being so honest and upfront about it, whilst educating others about her own experiences. Now back to the hype. So many people were pumped for her debut, not just because of her big fan base, but also because she is looking amazing, peeled to the bone and popping muscles, especially in those delts. At Girl Power, she ended up getting in those second call-outs, which is crazy good considering it was her pro debut, and I'm positive she'll take away any feedback and keep chipping away to improve for next time. Following the show, she actually came out on Instagram saying in her opinion she just looked too small up on stage against the other pros. And you know what? I get it. She has a great deal amount of muscle development, but let's remember some of these pros are jacked and it wouldn't be hard to get outsized. I do know heading into this show, she had a big focus on getting that conditioning perfect, as in previous feedback it has been she isn't conditioned enough in that lower body. So I'm unsure if this feedback had any impact on her final stage physique. Either way, I think she looked outstanding and has so much potential to dominate this division if she continues to grind away, make improvements, and just keep showing up to present the best version of herself. Guys, as always, I want to hear your thoughts. How did you think Kerigan went? Write down in the comments below. Another competitor who has also had a lot of hype around her over the past year, also from us because of her incredible bikini physique, is T. Miller. So many have been filled with anticipation to see how she'll perform this year under Team Atlas. She ended up placing in 16th at this show, and I do believe this is because her conditioning just was not quite there yet. But you know what? I still stand by my words that she does have such a fantastic shape and already has all the muscle there to be a top competitor. As soon as they do, and I say the word do, because I believe they will perfect that conditioning, and she'll start to place a lot higher, and we will see the best version of T yet. And I must say, this is the best conditioning I've ever seen from her yet, and she's got the personality, the muscle, the look. She just needs to nail that all at once. Guys, as I mentioned to you at the start of this video, the Girl Power Pro Bikini offered so much. Olympians, rising stars, debutantes, and just overall a stacked lineup demonstrating how brilliant bikini can be with many different body types and competitors from all over the world. As always, I really want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of the placings? Who stood out to you? Will any of these competitors be the next big thing in bikini? Or any improvements or suggestions you could make about the overall show? Write down in the comments below. Next week, we have an even bigger show approaching, being the Pittsburgh Pro, with current Arnold Classic winner Laura Chapados, the GOAT Ashley Coltwazer, the return of the Queen Janet Leung, and many, many more amazing names. We will be covering this show and creating a couple of videos in the lead up, so keep your eyes peeled and get excited for this epic show. As always, thank you so much for tuning in today. Your support means the world to me. Please remember to press like if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe, it will only take you 20 seconds. Follow me on Instagram, all the fun stuff. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.